Every once in a while when I'm talking to someone in an otherwise casual conversation, people will start telling me all about their sex dreams. If I'm talking to a girl, the stories are usually about a playful romp with Ryan Reynolds, Idris Elba, or Dylan Moran. If I'm talking to a guy, it's usually that gal from Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines video, Emily however you pronounce her last name. Now I don't really care when people tell me the details of their sex dream, but it's hard to know what to say other than, wow, that thing that you didn't actually do sounds like a pretty good time. What's more, I think that up to now, I assumed that sex dreams were a subject to steer clear of if you were trying to be polite. But since people tell me theirs, I guess the subject is up for debate, and therefore I may as well tell you mine. Most dreams I hear sound like erotic paradise. I am envious of this because most of my own are closer to erotic catastrophes. Something almost always goes wrong in them. I remember this one dream that I had where I got a call from a girl and she told me to come right over, and so I got on my bike in a big hurry. Everything seemed to be going okay, but then when I jumped the bike over a mud puddle, I fell in it and drowned. There was another one where things started to get heavy and we started to get undressed, but somehow the girl's underwear had transformed into a large block of reinforced concrete. Granted, she still looked pretty good in it, but it did seem like a considerable obstacle nonetheless. A recurring theme, I think, is the result of growing up in the age of a lot of public health announcements. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the heat of the moment in a dream, and it all stopped because my dream didn't bother to give me a condom. Or, I had a dream kind of recently where I did have a condom, but it was about 12 feet long, was held together with a twist-o tie in the end, and was made out of parachute fabric. Just a couple of days ago, I had one where I was talking to a very nice girl in my dream, but then this handsome prince cut in and held a banana in front of her face. She didn't seem to mind, so I guess they must have lived happily ever after. From a psychological point of view, I couldn't tell you what the hell any of this means. I'm guessing it's some sort of repression or other, but it is kind of strange to realize that you are every bit as paranoid and cynical when you're asleep as you are when you're awake. There was one dream I had a few years ago that really stood out. In the dream, I was making out with a really cute girl with a European accent, and for once, nothing went wrong, and I woke up feeling very peaceful. The weird thing was, about a month later, I actually did start dating a girl from Germany, and she strongly resembled the girl from the dream. I suppose this is the sort of scenario that would prompt people to think that their best dreams actually could manifest into reality. I think even I believed it for a little while. That is, until she dumped me a few months later. So anyway, I guess it's okay to believe that your sexual and romantic dreams can come true, just as long as you accept that they'll soon go totally wrong, but that's fine because then everything can return to normal. The end. How do you do? This is Lev. I put up a new episode of Tales of Mere Existence every 2 weeks, so please subscribe to this channel. These two here are a couple of recent episodes that I'm rather happy with. Click and have a look. Tales is funded in part by viewers like you. You can make a pledge at my Patreon page here. Thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.